our favourite fishing place. It's Monday the early something of February. I can't remember, it's 6th, 7th, I don't know. Sunrise is way over that hill. Temperature is chuffing cold, around about 0 degrees C. No wind, and I'm just pulling a little black lure without letting it sink too far, not really. Just operating on a floating fly line, so these lakes aren't all that deep. So I don't have to go burrowing for the fish 20 odd feet down or anything like that. And just doing a bit of fun casting to see if we can develop a knot in the fly line. Of course, that's exactly what we're here to do. Look at that. And as if by magic, it just disappears, having ruined your cast. It just goes away. And the fly that I've got on is a black lure with a heavy bead on the nose, just to take it down quick. It's not too heavily dressed, so it does go down fairly quick. That's better. Nice sunrise. Just seen a heron fly around the lake. The buzzards will turn up later in the day. So I'm just doing a bit of fan casting and see if we can see the fish. The lake has been stocked recently in preparation for the start of our season, 1st of February. So a lot of the fish will still probably be a tad naive. I'm not going to fish this peg too long if I'm search. I imagine there's going to be quite a few members up this morning, and looking to catch a couple of fish in the nice but cold weather. I don't know how many of us have been affected by this, the local train going past, by this cold stroke chest infections that's been going about. I've had, well, I thought I had cold, just caught it at Christmas Eve, and when I thought it was getting rid of it, then I got something else. So from Christmas Eve till now, and I'm still going, I've had some sort of, go on, I'll use the word man flu, stroke chest infection, and I cannot get rid of it. And I suspect there's been a lot of people suffering from the same sort of thing. Why is my line creating a big sort of wake like that? Shouldn't be doing that. That generally means I've got a tangle in my leader or something like that. Check that out. No. A couple more casts, then I'm going to go up. Up into the upper part of the lake and fish from a thing. I can hear a woodpecker in the distance. back. I'll just pull back a couple of these quick just to create a bit of movement in the water and see if that attracts anything. And then we'll go up. You can see me leader sinking. Something taking that in the drop. There's a peg just up by the bridge. I'm definitely going to give that a go because there's a nice deep channel down by the bridge. But we'll get to that later. I don't think. Oh, made a mess of that. Oh, maybe do. Let go of the fly line before it was ready. Oh, had a tug there. Ooh, might have to go back to that. Might have to go back to that. Oh, just skirted around that outreached branch. Look at this. This is when a fish comes up and takes your fly. How does it do that? And then it's gone. Go on, give you another tail nip. No. He's left me in peace. I'll try and be too distancy. You always want to pull them straight back whenever you just throwing it out. Always remember to count them down. And be patient. Right. So let's inch this back. Let it sink. Inch it back. Let it sink. Oh, burst. Recovery. I think I've scared him off. Better. I'll have a couple more casts here, then I'm going to move up a peg. And I'll switch the camera off. Gorgeous morning. So it is absolutely stunning morning. Not enough oomph to just a different style of retrieve there. We will try that again. So we will. The fish have become a little bit cleverer than I give them credit for. Just nipping at the tail of me. More than a black lure with a gold head. Heavy bead to take it down. Scared the fish away. Might be under your feet, you never know. Here, top tip. If you get a rod wrap, don't try and untangle it with a swish of your rod in the hope that it'll sort of magically untangle itself. Just take a little bit of time and untangle it. By hand, because whenever you flick that rod, you're going to get an almighty tangle, and you will be cursing everybody in sight at how this thing is manifested by a movement of no greater than about 6 inches. You just take your time and untangle it. It's my pearls of wisdom complete for the day. Okay, one more cast. I'm going to reel this in, and then I'm going to go to another peg. There's fish here. I'd already landed one fish. It was kind of too gloomy to put the camera on for that. And 2 takes. So we're not too far from the whereabouts of the fish. And there's plenty of opportunity to explore in those pegs over there. There's been a couple of rises. Kind of tough day if you want to try and dry fly. That'll be later on in the day, that. But let's see. Another good take there. Just at the tail of the fly. Of course that means I've got to do another 20,000 casts. Maybe they're getting crafty and not smashing the lure and creeping up behind it and just nipping the tail. Let's see what happens. You know, we can always come back to one of these pegs later on. chase it. You know you want it. Okay, let's go back further out again. Plenty of crows flying around. See, they're clever, these fish. You decide to move to another peg and you have that final cast. And they just give your fly a little bit of interest. So you hang around and do another half hour's cast. So I'm sure they've got a communication system going on here where sort of like, okay fish, you go down there, just pulling the end of that lure. We're all going to sit up here at the other end of the lake, so we're nice and safe, so you're on point duty. You start to think about these things whenever you're not catching fish. Alright, that's my rambling finished. Not a touch. Not a touch. Okay, throw it out, wind it in. And we'll go up to peg 7. Right, switch off. See you later. We're up in the top part of the lake. And just for a comedy moment, that's how cold it is. The net's frozen. Caught a fish earlier. And just got one now. I'm just wondering what's this taking. It's taking the buzzer. That's all it has. Taking the buzzer. Good fish. Let's ignore the blob. Of course the trick is now just to get it in before another fish sees the blob turn round behind it and goes after that. Oh no. In you go. There we go. Buzzer 1. And it's come out. Nice leading looking fish. Well done. Thank you very much, pal. Off you go. So let's not get tangled up. So there's the buzzer. Oh, it is? Oh, you might be able to see that. And there's the attractor. I'm delighted to say the buzzer took the fish. Get in. And we have another fish, and it too has taken the buzzer, which is about a couple of feet down. Whoa, that wasn't going to come to the net right there, was it? So, thank you. Gotcha. And that's another nice fish. And there's the buzzer. Out. Leeches on it. Overwintered fish taking buzzers. I'm fairly sure. Oh, that's interesting. Blobs ignored, buzzers taken. Trying to cast a tree, look. Still trying to cast a tree. No, this is on a blob. I've got a blob as a point, then the bung, then between the bung and the end of the fly line I've got a buzzer again. So the blob will take the stockies, the buzzer takes the resident fish. One of the fish that I got still had leeches on it, so that was one of the overwintered fish. Although it's possible that the stockies will have leeches on them, but less likely. Just thrash your way into the net. There you go. Nicely marked fish. And once again, the buzzers strike. Right on the nose. Hardly hooked. That's not a bad fish either. Off you go. And there's the buzzer. Nice bit of black wire. Red tag. Oh, that's okay still. It's actually very, very accurate. Every time I have moved peg, I catch a fish. Well, change to a gelite blob. That's got reward. Come here. Thank you. Okay, so light. He's got the fish. Change of colour. Slight change of tactic. Might just need to go a bit deeper as well. There we go again. Might be the same fish. It might be the same fish. Not that big. And the fly is out, I think. Yeah, fly's in the thing. Looks as if he's had a few battles, that fish. There you go.